Great tunes. And we're live. My name is James Miller, your host for the Bold Leadership Story Show, where we talk about experiences shaping exceptional lives. And unfortunately, we had some technical issues. We were working to bring Fern Lamb Arredondo, who just like a week ago got her PhD. She's fresh off of that. So exciting, and we're excited for her. She's doing such good work, and this is great recognition for all that she does and all that she will do in the future. Very bright future for that young lady, and we'll have to get her on. She's down in, I believe, in Mexico somewhere, and the reception that we were getting on the Wi-Fi in that particular place just wasn't working out in enough quality for us to bring her on the show today. So, but we'll get her back soon and have a great conversation with her about everything that she's got going on in her life. She's doing a lot of extensive research and work in the entrepreneurial mindset area, and in particular for young people and the experiences they have as young people, pre-adolescents even, and how that is moving them into success as an entrepreneur. And it's kind of interesting. I'm looking forward to having a chat with her on that because, I've noticed interviewing experts and leaders on the show that many of them have had experiences when they were 7, 8, 9 years old, where they've done something, the old proverbial lemonade stand, but selling baseball cards, selling Matchbox cars, doing whatever to generate some kind of money just for fun, even to a point where they have, they get their neighborhood friends to work for them, and they pay them and they take a cut. Very sophisticated for that age, I think, and it's fun to watch giving them that success. And entrepreneurship is budding right there. Great examples. Again, looking forward to uh, exploring that with Fern on the show on an upcoming episode. Yeah, looking forward to that. So come on back soon, Fern. We'll get you on here. So one of the things I wanted to talk about today, since we don't have Fern, is what I'm doing. What else do I have to talk about? So we can talk today about a project that I've been working on with AI and bringing in the power of uh, automation into my sales process. And it's been a complete game changer for me. From a year ago doing really pretty much the same thing, taking me several months to get it all completed. And now being able to do the same thing at a better quality, I think, much, much faster, in a matter of days, actually, to get it all set up and running. So I want to share that with you today, and I'm pretty excited about it. I've got a new offer. I've got a company that's we're helping small businesses. If you're a professional, an expert, early stage founder or CEO, and you're looking to improve your sales and marketing, I've got a way to help you. If you're experiencing revenue ups and downs, elevator revenue, 1 month you're up, next month you're down, and you don't really know why. Or you've got prospects that are ghosting you continually. And that's something that you don't understand. They do it a lot. You don't understand why. Well, I can fix that. And then also, if you find you're spending too much time as a founder or owner in the sales and marketing activity, and you'd rather be spending your time elsewhere, but you can't afford to not spend that time because you need the sales, I can help you with that. So what I'm going to do here is show you my funnel, and I'm going to walk through it really quick if I can. We'll see if the tech will let me do this. But basically, I have a funnel, and I'll put up the address, and right there is the address. So if you want to follow along, you can go to that address, or go.sologrowth-a sorry, go.sologrowth-ai.com. First time I've said that, /diagnostic. And you'll get to that page. And so I'm going to bring that up right now. And that page, let's see, I'll add it and we'll put it in there. And there you go. So I have this page set up now, and I actually had Claude make this for me, and I'm just really thrilled about the look of it and how it works and how thorough I was able to get it done with Claude's help. Little plug in for Claude. Great job. I do pay for a subscription there. It's $20 a month right now. Use it now because that price is cheap. It's going to go up. Trust me. I see the handwriting on the wall where the pricing on the AI services that we're all benefiting from right now are they're in the gaining access to your brain and giving you little tastes of what it can do now and adding value. And they're going to be extracting their value from you soon. The prices are going to go up, or they're going to meter it more, which I'm seeing starting to happen already. So yeah, let's go through it. This is the Solo Growth AI. It's a free diagnostic tool for operators and founders. So again, if you're an expert or a professional in some way, or an early stage founder or CEO, and you're finding that your revenue is not consistent and it's creating, some anxiety for you, don't live with that. I can help you. And what I do is my experience in sales and marketing for over 30 years, I've learned a few things, and I put this together into an equation, and it's a way to find the one constraint holding back your revenue, and that's what this is all about. So it's a simple process that I teach. So at the end of my program, you actually understand your sales and marketing as an expert would, and can troubleshoot and diagnose your problems uh, with this equation that I'll supply. And so to get going with it, all you got to do is just put your first name and email address in, and then just click send me the free diagnostic. And so is this for you? Um, well, if you're an expert, professional, founder, if you're selling high value services or solutions, if your business does 100,000 to 5 million annually with a proven offer, and I can work with people who are even pre-revenue on this, but I just put that 100,000 minimum in there because I had to put a number. But it's really up to you. If you want to work with me and you're looking for, you're willing to do some work, it's just not a free ride. There's work here, but the work will get you results, and those results are guaranteed. So if you work with me, I'll guarantee you get results that we uh, get you on the path to success within a certain amount of time if you do the work. But there's the catch. You got to do the work. So, and this is not for you if you're still trying to validate your idea, or you're an early stage startup. I need you to have at least, we need to get an offer. We need to know who your ideal client is, and we need to figure out the pricing, and that's a trick sometimes. But those are the initial things that we need to get going. So you want to have your systems. What you want to do is have your system working before you start hiring employees or agencies, or kicking in the AI automations. Because if you don't have your system in place and you start bringing people or automating, you're just making more chaos for yourself. So don't do that. Get a system set up first. Keep it simple, keep it doable, make it repeatable, predictable, and profitable. And then you bring in AI or humans or both and scale, so that you're making money and you don't have to worry about as much. You're still worried, but it's not as much. You know what you're doing, so you can make adjustments and create success for yourself that way. Um, so there's 6 variables here that we work through for this program. And I'm going to take the banner down so you can see this. So there's 6 variables, and we're looking for one binding constraint. So that's what this sales velocity equation helps with. And so I have a course, and it's a 6-module course. And these are the 6 modules here. We create your authority and clarity with position, and we talk about revenue design with your offer. And then we bring in the inbound pull for demand. Note the inbound pull part, that's the key. And then we work on conversions with the sales velocity equation, where it's basically broken down into a math problem. So you no longer have to guess about what you're doing. And then once we've got those 4 going, we've got position, offer, demand, and conversion happening, then we can scale. And then we start talking about what we can do to automate and bring in help. And then after that, we talk about control, and that's the management part. But you can't control anything until you can measure it. So that's what the first part of this whole program is about, is creating a way for you to simply and effectively, profitably measure your process. So it becomes repeatable and predictable, probably at least 80% of the time, which is, I'm guessing, more than what you've got going on right now if you're normal, a normal business. So I've seen a lot of companies that do okay, but they're not optimal. And what we're looking to do is get the founder out of the process so that the founder can do what they do best and bring the company up to a place where you can be who you want to be as the founder. And if you're looking to exit, if you're looking to acquire more companies, if you're looking to be, servicing, supplying nonprofits or charity events or different things, and adding value into the communities with your business, you need to be making a profit. So let's get you there so you can do that. I love that you want to do that, but we need to have systems in place that make you able to do that. So how it works is, for this, to get access to this, is you're going to enter your name and email, complete the 30-question diagnostic that you'll get in an email. You get a link to it. You'll see your score, and your number 1 constraint will be highlighted, and you'll book your free assessment call from there. So that assessment call is with me, and it's maybe 20, maybe 30 minutes, and we go through your assessment. The assessment is set up so that it stays on your computer. I don't take any of the information. You don't have to share it with me if you don't want to, but it's easier if you do during the call. And it's yours to keep, and it will help you, just by doing that, will help you get some clarity on what's constraining your business right now, from the sales and marketing perspective. So take a look at that and get yourself the diagnostic with this program. Here's the banner again. I'll show it. Go ahead and download that diagnostic. Get the email, and you'll see when you do it, it'll take you 5, maybe 8 minutes to complete. And don't overthink these questions. It's like the faster you go through it, the better, because it's really, it's kind of subjective, but it's meant to give you an awareness of where you're at with those positions, those areas that we talked about up here: positioning, your offer, your inbound pull and your demand, your conversion, and scaling and control aspects. So take a look at that, and then set up a call with me. And it's easy to do from the diagnostic. You can just click a button, and it'll take you to my calendar, and you can set up a time, and we can get together. And there it is. So just if you've got a business, you're a professional and expert early stage founder or CEO, and you're looking to improve uh, your sales and marketing efforts, and the profitability of your company. Uh, I, I don't know if I can I don't know if I can help you for sure, but I believe there's a really good chance I can. And there's an honest appraisal for you that and it's free. So take advantage of it. It may not be free forever. So, and then we're also putting on a course after the diagnostic. These are some of the, by the way, these are some of the people I've worked with that have given me some of their feedback. Um, and all of them are 5 stars. Notice that. That's pretty cool. So take a look at that, download the diagnostic, and set up a call with me after you're done with it, and uh, we can get you set up with get you set up with get this down here with a repeatable, predictable, and profitable sales and marketing system in your business. And I'm working with, if you have a pipeline, if you have a pipeline, if you're business to business efforts and you have a pipeline, you have offers, you're closing deals on a regular basis, and and there's time involved, then those are the 4 things that we track: the pipeline, deals in your pipeline, the value of those deals, the percent win rate you've got, and the sales cycle time, how long it takes you to close those deals. And we track those numbers with an equation. And we know when we put that equation together, you get a result, and that result number you track. And if the number is going up, your business is growing. If the number is going down, your business is not growing. So it makes it really easy. Where I learned that from is I was working with startups in Silicon Valley up in San Jose, and they were teaching it. The investors were teaching it to the founders of their companies, like Y Combinator and some of the um, accelerators and incubators up there. So I know it works, and it does. So it's a simple process. It's not easy. It's not easy at all. But once you get the hang of it and you begin to understand what happens, and you do it enough, over time you begin to learn that you do something and it has an effect, and you learn from that. And that's why we take one constraint at a time. We break it down, and we work on that one thing until it's fixed. And then we work on the next worst thing, and then the next worst thing, and then the next worst thing. So it kind of depends on where you're at. And again, if you don't have a pipeline yet and you're not just getting started, that's okay. I can work with you. In fact, that's how I started my first territory when I was in sales up in Los Angeles. I started working with a company, and I had no business. They said go, so it's like okay. So I just went out. I had a small book of business, a few companies, and I took those companies and went to visit them, and then looked at who was around them, and went to make cold calls and started building a pipeline. And eventually, I got value some projects I was working on. And then eventually, after that, I figured out, okay, I'm starting to close some of these. So I got some numbers on that. And then after a while, I started getting some trends on how long it's taking me to close these deals. And that's when things started clicking. So it's a process. You just got to do it. It's not easy, but once you get it going and you know what you're doing, you can improve it and optimize it so that you're getting at least a 3-to-1 ratio on your cost to acquire a client versus your lifetime value. That's what you want, a 3-to-1 ratio. So lifetime value over cost to acquire a client, you want a 3-to-1 ratio at least. So for every dollar you're putting in to sell something, to acquire a new client, you're getting $3 back at least. Or if you're not doing that, you're not in business. So it's this process that I have is simple enough so that early stage founders and CEOs can take a look at it and make it work. And it's designed to align sales and marketing teams, actually. So I can work with companies up to $50 million that have sales and marketing teams, as long as the CEO is on board and basically mandating that the sales and marketing teams use this, and that there's results that start happening. Um, it works. It just simple, but you got to start somewhere, and starting with the diagnostic is where you be. So download that diagnostic. I'll put it up here again. Go there, go.sologrowth-ai.com/diagnostic, and get yourself that email, sign up for it, and get instant access. And then you'll get the the email. So there you go. Well, I think I've been yammering on here for a while. I think I'm going to sign off. Next week we've got another show. It'll be Wednesday at 5:30 p.m. We'll go live on Bold Leadership Stories. Hope to see you there, and have an awesome rest of your day. We'll talk to you in a bit. Bye.